It's the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow on play action. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now Burrow to throw on second down. That's complete to Parker Washington. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. He's got right on the short throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
12.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On second down, Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To the air again, Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be let out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first. I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Able to slither by. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go. 11, empty.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Play action. It's Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Here we go.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game.
Ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra. Set cut.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Set.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now a timeout taken.
Here we go.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we have reached halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taking it about the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
At the 6-yard line.
12. Turn.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. Powers through him. And he works free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. He'll decide to keep this once more. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Here's a toss coming right. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Burrow to the right side, incomplete to Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack, down he goes. After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. You hope this is nothing serious, but not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because
and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fred Warner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and inches.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to about the 22 here.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
you're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
McPherson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
This is 1st and 10.
Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come